I can only pinpoint a few now. And the rest of them hurt me to watch.
What if the biggest Disney breakout of her era just dipped at full speed right when everyone thought she was unstoppable? China Anne McClain and her family were stacking wins before she could even touch a steering wheel, moving like pros while other kids were still playing catch-up. She wasn't just acting, she was running the screen, commanding the superhero Lightning on primetime TV, then flipping the whole script by choosing faith over fame. No hesitation, no fear. That move alone had Hollywood whispering and fans confused because nobody saw that turn coming. But here's where it gets wild. The real story of what went down behind those Hollywood doors is way deeper than the polished smiles and red carpets. And once you hear it, it hits different. Born August 25th, 1998 in Atlanta, Georgia, China Anne McClain came into a world already buzzing with music and motion. Her dad, Michael McClain, was deep in the game as a music producer and sound engineer, while her mom, Chantel, stayed busy writing songs and performing like it was second nature. This wasn't just a musical household, this was a full-on launch pad. By 7 years old, China was standing in her family's living room, belting out a song from Spy Kids 2, already showing signs she was built for something bigger. A family friend, Ian Burke, sat there completely stunned, like he'd just watched lightning strike indoors. He didn't waste a second and immediately hit up director Rob Hardy, who at that exact moment was scrambling to find a young girl who could actually sing and act for his film, The Gospel. One audition later,
I know that it's taken me a while to get on and say something. I had to step away from my phone. Sorry for the people that have contacted me that I was really late getting back to. If I've gotten back to everyone, I just needed to step away from my phone and definitely be off of social media.
China Anne McClain locked in her first major role. No long wait, no second guessing. But here's the crazy part. What China didn't realize was that this one simple dinner performance was about to flip her entire life upside down, setting off a chain reaction that would shape the next 20 years of her world in ways nobody could predict. The Gospel cracked the door open, but Tyler Perry kicked it straight off the hinges. In 2007, Perry cast China as Jasmine Payne on House of Pain, and that role didn't just stick, it dominated. 8 years, over 200 episodes, non-stop pressure and non-stop growth. Working side by side with Cassie Davis and Levan Davis, China sharpened her comedic timing under one of the most demanding creators in the industry. Mr. Perry ran a tight ship, and every moment on that set was a lesson she couldn't escape. But years later, a darker cloud would start hovering over those House of Pain days. And yeah, that shocking truth is coming up real soon. By 2010, China had already popped up on Adam Sandler's radar, which is not a small flex at all. She landed roles in both grown-up films, sharing scenes with heavy hitters like Kevin James, Chris Rock, and even her childhood crush, Taylor Lautner, which had fans buzzing like crazy. Imagine that for a second. She was soaking up game from comedy legends while still dealing with middle school life, homework, and all that regular kid stuff. But while she was grinding quietly, Disney was watching closely, plotting their next move. In 2011, China Anne McClain officially became the face of Disney Channel's A.N.T. farm, stepping into the role of musical prodigy China Parks like it was made just for her. The show followed the Advanced Natural Talents program, where gifted kids skipped ahead in school, art copying real life in the wildest way, because China was literally living that fast-track life for real. The show ran for 3 strong seasons, and just like that, China became a household name for an entire generation glued to Disney Channel every night. Her face was everywhere, her voice was unmistakable, and her star power kept rising with no signs of slowing down. During those Disney years, China linked up with her sisters, Sierra and Lauren, and together they formed the music group McClain.
There is a reason why you see people dressed up as Satan. Not just, like Satan slipping himself in a little bit. No, full on visuals of Satan, people dressed as Satan, dressed as a demon, got upside down crosses all on their clothes or pentagrams on their clothes. And people are just like, oh, that's funny, we're making fun. No, there's a reason why the entertainment industry is doing that, y'all.
Later rebranded as 3 McClain, keeping it all in the family and all business. Their dad's production company, Gable's World Music, handled the sound, while their mom stayed hands-on, co-writing and co-producing the trio's music like a well-oiled machine. They dropped tracks like Silly Games and Heaven, but things really took off in 2012 when He Loves Me caught serious attention and had people talking everywhere. That momentum rolled straight into Dynamite in 2013, and by 2014, Unstoppable hit hard, boosted by their Disney ties and turning into a full-blown anthem that fans couldn't ignore. Their sound kept leveling up, especially with tracks like Go in 2017, which made it clear they were done with teen pop and stepping confidently into a more grown R&B lane. You could hear the evolution, the confidence, and the hunger all at once. By 2013, China's star power was impossible to deny. In a CNN interview, she spoke on her fast rise with surprising humility, staying grounded even as the spotlight kept getting brighter. Nearly 1 million followers before her 15th birthday, the machine looked flawless from the outside, moving smooth and strong. But behind the scenes, quiet cracks were already starting to show, even if nobody wanted to see them yet. Then in 2015, Disney came knocking again, but this time it was for something way bigger than before. China landed the role of Uma, the daughter of Ursula, in Descendants, a franchise that blew up fast. She went on to appear in Descendants 2 in 2017 and Descendants 3 in 2019, locking her place in Disney history with a character fans couldn't forget. Her take on the Sea Witch's daughter pulled in a whole new wave of fans, and it hit fast. The musical numbers went crazy online, especially What's My Name from Descendants 2, which turned into a viral moment people couldn't escape. Screens were flooded, dances popped up everywhere, and China's reach stretched way beyond the Disney bubble. But then, in 2018, the whole vibe shifted. China Anne McClain was cast as Jennifer Pierce, also known as Lightning, on the CW's Black Lightning, and this was a whole different arena. No cartoon sets, no kid gloves, just primetime superhero TV with serious weight. She wasn't just part of the cast either. She was the lead female superhero for 3 full seasons, commanding the screen with electric powers and real emotional depth. This role proved she had grown way past the child star label, and the setup looked perfect. The show had loyal fans, solid reviews, and the CW was deep into building its Arrowverse empire. China looked locked in for long-term superhero stardom. No question about it. Then came the Instagram Live that flipped everything upside down. In 2020, during quarantine, China went live from what looked like her backyard, sitting in a dress near the woods as mosquitoes buzzed around and fans rushed in, excited to see her face pop up. At first, the conversation felt chill. She talked about her hair, mentioned Canada, Ireland, drawing, and reading Stephen King, just casual stuff. But something felt off. There was a heaviness in her voice, a weight in her words, and longtime fans could tell right away. This wasn't just another live stream. She was just 11 years old when America fell in love with China Parks, the genius kid everyone couldn't stop watching. Fast forward to age 22, and China Anne McClain was sitting in front of her fans saying she'd been through some real stuff since those early days, heavy experiences she wasn't ready to fully spell out yet. Nobody knew exactly what she meant at the time, but it was clear something serious was weighing on her spirit. Then, months later, the answer hit like a thunderclap. China posted a video that sent shockwaves straight through the entertainment industry, catching everyone off guard. Tears rolled down her face as she revealed she was stepping away from Black Lightning before its final season, and it was way deeper than just leaving a TV role. She looked straight into the camera and said, "I am doing God's work now, and that is all I'm doing." At the absolute peak of her career, with a superhero franchise wide open in front of her, China Anne McClain chose to walk away anyway. The industry froze, fans were heartbroken, and the confusion spread fast. But China wasn't done explaining what pushed her to make that move. Quarantine didn't break her, it woke something up inside her. During that forced pause, China realized she wanted more than Hollywood applause. She launched her own production company, not to chase bigger roles or louder fame, but to create faith-based content that actually meant something to her soul. She wanted to push spiritual storytelling forward, to stand for something good instead of staying stuck in a system that never slowed down. This wasn't a meltdown or some random career move. This was a woman who had spent 17 years inside the entertainment machine, finally seeing the price tag that came with it. The grind, the pressure, the expectations, it all added up, and China was done pretending it didn't. But then came an unexpected moment that made everything click even deeper. Drew Barrymore, of all people, invited China onto her show in 2020, and what happened there said a lot. Drew, a former child star who survived some of Hollywood's darkest corners, was visibly moved by China's story. When China talked about starting her production company, Drew instantly recognized that fire. Her reaction said everything, because Drew knew that path all too well. She had built flower films at just 19 after her own Hollywood trauma, and in that moment, it was clear she saw herself reflected right back at China. She was watching China walk the same road, choosing control over being controlled, and Drew's advice hit hard. Talking about building a permanent crew and finding your tribe wasn't just talk. It lined up perfectly with China's mission and where her head was at. One word kept popping up over and over, and that word was trust.
The internet. I don't really believe any of this is actually happening, I think. I think that my mind is just kind of shut down at this point. So I'm just kind of feeling a little numb, just like a little bit empty, like just going through the emotions and just like, I'll never again have a friend like Cameron.
Somewhere along the way, China had stopped trusting what really happened in those spaces where trust should have been a given. After Black Lightning wrapped in 2021, China mostly stepped away from mainstream Hollywood, and that silence spoke volumes. She did pop up briefly in a 2023 episode of 911, Lone Star playing Lisa Williams, but it was clear her focus had shifted big time. Instead of chasing nonstop roles, she locked in on her faith, her music with her sisters, and building projects through her production company that actually lined up with her values. She started speaking openly about mental health, the pressure of growing up famous, and why identity and authenticity matter for young people navigating the spotlight. Then, in March 2025, controversy came out of nowhere. China posted a video from a past trip to Maui that quickly sparked debate online, showing her briefly interacting with resting wildlife, and the internet reacted fast, loud, and divided. The clip showed sea turtles resting on the beach, paired with a caption that read, "Just found this turtle gem, found so many other pics from this beautiful healing place that I might share. Don't be shocked if I pack up and move to Maui one of these days." What looked peaceful to her instantly turned explosive online. The backlash hit fast and hard, spreading across social media like wildfire. People flooded the comments, calling it careless and irresponsible, and the pressure kept building by the hour. Then things escalated to a whole new level when Hawaii Governor Josh Green stepped in publicly. He didn't mince words either, stating she needed to educate yourself on Hawaii's laws and stressing the importance of protecting marine life at all costs. Once that statement dropped, the controversy officially left fan gossip territory and entered full-blown national discussion mode, putting China right back under an unforgiving spotlight she thought she'd left behind. Governor Green didn't stop there either. He personally commented, saying, "Aloha, China. I urge you to educate yourself on Hawaii's laws and the importance of protecting our marine life." That message alone added serious weight to the situation and pushed the backlash even further. He went on to explain that sea turtles in Hawaii are protected species, with NOAA, U.S. Fish and Wildlife, and Hawaii's DLNR, all recommending staying at least 10 feet away with absolutely no contact. Once that information spread, social media went into overdrive, and the tone shifted from criticism to full-on outrage. Accusations of cultural insensitivity and wildlife endangerment flooded timelines nonstop. The pressure got so intense that China and her sister Sierra, who filmed the video, issued a statement directly to the DLNR. They apologized, explaining they weren't fully aware of the laws or guidelines and never intended any disrespect toward the culture or the animals.
I have gotten bullied more for talking about God than I ever have in my life. Public school wasn't this bad. Like, for real, I did not expect to have people straight up cussing me smooth out for doing these videos about God. And I've tried to do it respectfully. I don't know why I was shocked about that, though.
The video was quickly deleted, but the internet never forgets. The damage to her public image was already done, and the scrutiny only grew louder. Then September 2025 hit, and things took an even darker turn. Social media suddenly exploded with posts claiming China had exposed Tyler Perry's darkest secret and that she had allegedly been silenced while working on House of Pain, reportedly feeling unsafe on set. These claims spread fast and appeared connected to a lawsuit filed by another actor, Derek, pulling China back into a storm she never publicly asked to be part of. Dixon, who made specific allegations of sexual assault against Tyler Perry, became the center of a growing legal and media storm, and suddenly third-party reports started circulating online. Some posts suggested China may have had her own troubling experiences during those early years, but here's where things got complicated fast. The truth stayed murky, and China herself never made direct public statements backing those viral claims. Instead, her actual words stayed focused on broader concerns about the entertainment industry as a whole, the pressure, the illusion of fame, and why she felt called to move toward faith-based work instead of staying in that system. Still, the timing hit hard. A former child star who worked with Perry from around age 9 through 17. A woman who walked away from Hollywood at the peak of her power, openly crying about how the industry isn't what it pretends to be and how fame doesn't matter the way people think. Add in a production company built specifically to create different kinds of content, and suddenly the dots started lining up in people's minds. Even without China ever confirming the darkest theories, the pieces painted a picture that made the internet stop and stare. What is confirmed about China Anne McClain is this. Her journey has never followed the script Hollywood tried to write for her. Today, China Anne McClain is locked in on mental health advocacy, especially when it comes to young people trying to navigate identity, pressure, and fame without losing themselves.
All I have so far is Ella Fitzgerald, read the New York Herald. At the top is Aretha, and everyone's Bonita.
That mission feels personal, not performative, and she's been clear about why it matters to her. She's still making music with her sisters, keeping that family bond strong and continuing to create on her own terms. At the same time, her production company is quietly developing faith-based and spiritually focused content, even though the exact projects haven't been publicly revealed yet. That silence feels intentional, not accidental. Compared to her Disney Channel era, China now keeps a much lower profile online. She's more selective about what she shares, when she shares it, and how much access the public gets, which speaks volumes by itself. As of 2025, China Anne McClain's estimated net worth sits around $2 million, built from nearly 2 decades of steady work across television, film, and music. But for someone who once ruled Disney Channel and led a primetime superhero series, that number tells a deeper story. One about priorities, boundaries, and a very deliberate choice to walk a different path. Purpose over profit, faith over fame, truth over treasure. At 27 years old, China Anne McClain stands as something Hollywood rarely knows what to do with. A child star who made it out with her soul intact, who stepped away right when the machine demanded more, louder, faster. She chose God when the industry dangled gold, and she built her own lane when the main road led somewhere she refused to follow. Her journey is wild when you really look at it. From that 7-year-old girl singing Spy Kids songs in her living room to a grown woman on camera, emotional and firm, saying she's doing God's work. That's 2 full decades inside American entertainment culture. She lived many lives on screen. Jasmine Payne, China Parks, Uma, Lightning, a Disney favorite, a primetime superhero, and a powerful symbol of Black girl excellence shining in front of millions. But now, she's something else entirely. Something Hollywood struggles to understand. A woman who looked at everything they offered and calmly said, "No thank you, I'm choosing something bigger." Whether it's creating faith-based projects, speaking up for mental health, making music with her sisters, or simply living aligned with her deepest values, China Anne McClain didn't lose the spotlight. She left it on purpose, and that choice might be the boldest move she's ever made.